So the entire Sophie Cunningham not being in the 3 point contest situation is kind of blowing over into something else. And I'm going to be real here. I didn't think this was that big a deal. Like, you have six players. Caitlin refused. And I'm like, really? Like, I was like, oh, maybe just Sophie didn't want to do it. But Sophie Cunningham, I think, took part in 2024. She was definitely part of All Star Weekend in 2024. I know that for a fact. Um, as it was in Phoenix. So you've got that. But now it appears with Sophie that she is not happy. So obviously they announced Carlton, AZ, Heidemann, Ryan, Janelle, and Mabry. So we're being real here. I think probably Carlton, cool. AZ, cool. Heidemann, I think she'll be a really bad contest shooter because it takes her a long time to get her shot off. Howard, fair enough. Mabry, duh. Janelle. I think Janelle is more of a game shooter, but cool. Still, if you look at percentages, Sophie is number 2 behind Aaliyah. And unlike Aaliyah, she's doing it on 4 attempts a game. And has basically been doing it for 2 straight years. Not only that, Kelsey Mitchell's didn't get an invite. 42% on 6.5 attempts per game. Like, there is not a single person in this competition who's shooting 40% from through. There's not. And like Sophie Cunningham I think she's a 0.5% from the field and 1% from the free throw line from 50, 40, 90, which is kind of crazy. But I didn't even realize that. Or is 40% 3-point shooters. 0. I would say the reason wasn't invited. She's made 5 less threes than Heidemann and Easy Foot, despite the fact that Sophie Cunningham's come off the bench the entire year. So yeah, why wasn't Kelsey Mitchell invited? Caitlin Clark has made what? How many threes per game has Caitlin Clark made? Despite the fact she's played, is this threes per game? Caitlin Clark 5 threes per game probably is actually right, to be honest. But you've got Sophie Cunningham then responding. So what else is new with everybody? Like, she's not happy. And I'm going to be real. I don't think the league wants anything to do with Sophie Cunningham right now. I don't think the league, I don't think the Players Association want anything to do with her. I think they are counting down the days so she's out of this league. And I'm going to talk about tomorrow when I'm actually in my office, when I wake up in the morning and not a 2:30 a.m. I'm trying to be quiet because, I'm not trying to make sure I'm heard through walls because I just don't want to go to my office at this stage. It's too late at night and it's kind of cold. I don't really want to change. I just don't want to do it. But no Fever players when they're 3 of the top 4 in 3-point percentage. Yeah, Fever are 3 of the top 4 in 3-point percentage, and they invited one of them who said no, who isn't one of those 3. And if you said Caitlin Clark didn't go, and Sophie, if Aaliyah rocked up, I think this would be one thing where it seems a lot less bad. This is almost like you know what, Caitlin, if you say no, we're going to stop your whole team from showing up. We're going to stop your whole team. If you say no, none of your teammates. That being said, like, Sophie Cunningham clearly wants to do this. She clearly does. Sophie's the ultimate shitster. Just go to Cabo for a few days, give yourself. Jesus Christ. Like, what? Fucking hell. I get it, it's meant to be a joke, but Jesus, that's dark. That is maybe the most dark thing I have seen. Like, that's so dark. Oh my god. Basically, an account, pretend to be a Caitlin Clark account, was basically said, go get cancer. Oh my god. That is dark. That's extremely dark. But like, it is so funny. Like, the amount of people. Like, if I'm Sophie Cunningham, I'm just laughing at the whole thing. Like, she is easily runner up for sixth player of the year. It is very clearly Janelle, and I'm not going to take it away from Janelle. It is Janelle. Sixth player of the year is, sorry, need to stop the light, is very clearly Janelle. That being said, Sophie clearly numero dos. But she has her right to be pissed. Like, Sophie Cunningham, somebody who seems to like All-Star Weekend. It kind of gives me a bit of vibes that the Indiana Fever players, not they don't want to take part in it, I don't think they're going to really take much part in this. Like, I don't think we're going to see Indiana in the shooting contest. I don't think we're not seeing the Indiana Fever players in a 3-point contest. They're playing the All-Star game. I think that's going to be it. Like, I don't think they're going to pull it Alyssa Thomas. They're still going to be out, the 3 All-Stars. But like, I don't even think there's going to be 2024 All-Star Weekend where the players kind of hung out. Like, I don't expect to see Caitlin Clark there on Friday. Maybe we see Caitlin Clark out on Friday night. But again, that doesn't really matter. And if nothing else, like, I think if the Stub Bud stream wasn't happening, we probably wouldn't see Caitlin Clark outside of practice in the game. It just feels, and by the way, I mean this in the best possible way, it feels like the Indiana Fever players as a whole are like, this league is against us. This league is against us. They're not going to help us. They're not out for us. It doesn't matter what we do, what we say, they're going to hate us. So who cares? Who cares anymore? We're done helping them. That's what it feels like. Again, I could be so off base with this. I don't know these players. This is just from the optics of the outside looking in. From the outside looking in. Again, I don't know these players. Everything I'm saying could be wrong. And I'm not trying to speak for other players, but I'm just saying what it feels like from the outside looking in, which again is not even a secondary source. So don't quote me. This is just an opinion based on what we're seeing. But if nothing else, this Indiana Fever team plays better when they feel like everyone's against them. They do. They're closer, they play better, they are better around each other. When they, for lack of a better way of describing it, from the playoffs, if they have that black Air Force energy, that is when they're at their best. And if they have a chip on their shoulder, we're going to see Indiana at the best. So, and it looks like they feel like they have a chip on their shoulder. And if Sophie, Kelsey, Caitlin, and Leah all play like that, Indiana are a lot more dangerous than happy, fun time. We're trying to be friends with everyone in Indiana. But anyway, I'll see you guys.